All right, shalom. This is LIONZ Den of Yasharahla from the LIONZ Den of Yasharahla camp. First and foremost, I'd like to say Kyle Liam, like Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Harikakwadash, my month. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and salutation to the Akim that are pushing the truth and sincerity and truth, and peace and blessings to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right. I just want to do a lesson land backing off the elder Harawan by Yasharahla, the head of the LIONZ Den camp. Dealing with beauty is only skin deep, which is true. And women exhort their beauty from an outward appearance, but most of the men don't exhort their beauty because our beauty is inward, because the spirit is what makes us beautiful. All right, like the elder said, we the dime pieces, but we're so insecure and fall a victim to desiring of a woman, which is it's a good thing to desire a woman, but a woman should also desire you too. Like Queen of Sheba desired to speak with Solomon. All right, and I'm gonna go into that a little bit too, because you know we spend all day trying to get these jobs and build this status within this society to what? To please a woman, to have kids and have a nice house, and that's when we feel good about ourselves. But we don't exhort what the Most High Yahweh Shimi Awashai has placed within us, to for us to be extrovert and erect and to show what's inside of us outwardly, which is the wisdom, man. All right. So the definition of the proverb, "beauty is only skin deep," is it says a pleasing appearance is not a guide to character. So that's what beauty is only skin deep means. All right. So that appearance of a woman is not her guide to her character. That guide to her character should be the wisdom, the knowledge, and understanding of that man that she's seeking after, or the man that her head who she follows. And if she doesn't have a man, the guide to her character should be the spirit of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. Right. So that's the whole thing. We're not presenting what we're supposed to be presenting. Those that, you know what I'm saying, not pointing anybody out or anything like that. We're not exhorting what we're supposed to exhort, for these women to for these women to hold on to, or to desire. So the only thing they can desire is money, because at the end of the day, women respect authority, and who's in authority right now? Esau. All right. So I want to pick up where the elder left off, dealing with first Ezra chapter 4. All right. And that was a beautiful lesson that he put together too, man. It was beautiful, man. All right. First Ezra chapter 4, I'm going to start at verse 34. It says, "O ye men, are not women strong? Great is the earth, high is the heaven, swift is the sun in his course, for he compasseth the heavens round about, and fetches his course again to his own place in one day. Is not he greater than that? Is he not great that maketh these things?" So he was saying, like all the three wise men were saying, were giving out proverbs explaining what's the greatest, right? So they thought the third one was going to stop dealing with women, and women are powerful in their own sense, um, the scriptures say, "He that getteth a wife getteth a beautiful thing," and also say, "He that getteth a wife getteth a possession." Okay, but you have to learn how to possess a woman, right? So when the way women act, and I want to really get into that real deep, the way women act, they act as how wisdom acts with us when we seek her, when we try to obtain on the wisdom. Women act the same way. All right, I'm gonna get into that a little bit too. It says 36, it says, "All the earth calleth upon the truth, and the heavens blesseth it. All works shake and tremble at it, and with it is nothing unrighteous." So the truth overpowers everything. All right. What comes from the truth? Wisdom. All right. Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. All right. 37, it says, "Wine is wicked, the king is wicked, women are wicked, all the children of men are wicked." Why? Because he's talking about natural men, natural women, the ones that are living in the carnal world, carnal state of mind, not dealing with the spirit. All right. And such are all their works, wicked works, and there is no truth in them. In their unrighteousness also they shall perish. All right. So those that are not with the truth, it's like it shall perish. All right. It says, as for the truth, it endureth and is always strong. It liveth and conquereth forevermore. With her there is no accepting of persons or rewards, but she doeth the things that are just, and refraineth from all unjust and wicked things, and all men do well like of her works. All right. Neither in her judgment is any unrighteous, and she is the strength, kingdom, power, and majesty of all ages. Blessed be the power of truth. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. And that's you know, so that's what over trumps everything. Wisdom, man. Knowledge with the truth. The truth shall prevail over everything. Because everything else has a flaw. Wine has flaws in it, kings have flaws in it, and women and men have flaws in them. All right, but the truth, the Holy Spirit, the wisdom, there's no flaw in that. There's no respect of person. Okay? And so that's what we should chase after, and that's what we should desire. And once we desire that, our fleshly desires will be attracted to it. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying, like, believe in, you know what I'm saying, like, certain things people tell you to read the 48 laws of power, but it was some video I was watching called The Law of Attraction. All right, so some of the things you put forth in the universe, that's what you're going to reciprocate. That's what, like, you reap what you sow. If you sow wickedness in the earth, if you sow unrighteousness in the earth, that's what you shall get. Because what they say, wicked woman is a portion unto a wicked man. All right, but if you sow righteousness and wisdom or if you're out there on the highways and byways and putting forth wisdom, right, that's what you shall reap in the end. Righteousness. Okay. All right. Next scripture is Sirach, chapter 4, verse 11. It says, wisdom exalted her children, and layeth hold of them that seek her. He that loveth her loveth life, and they that speak to her early shall be filled with joy. He that hold her fast shall inherit glory, and wheresoever she entereth, the Lord will bless. All right, so if you're dealing with wisdom and she entereth within you, the Lord will bless you. All right, you know, it says, they that serve her shall minister to the Holy One, and so we shall be a service to the Holy One, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, and them that love her, the Lord doeth love. All right. Whoso giveth ear unto her shall judge nations, and he that attendeth unto her shall dwell secretly. All right. Right. So when we that's how the secrets are revealed, man, through wisdom. The secrets of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai are revealed through wisdom, man. All right. If a man commit himself unto her, he shall inherit her, and his generation shall hold her in possession. All right. So that's like how women tell men, "Oh, I want you to be mine, and I want you to deal with me and only me." They're trying to play the role of wisdom, because that's how wisdom say, "Hey, I want you to deal with me and me only." You know, don't ever forsake me. Don't ever turn your back on me. Don't cheat on me. I want your undivided attention. When women say that, she's playing the role of wisdom. All right, because this is how wisdom chooses to deal with us. All right. Verse 17, it says, for at the first she will walk with him by crooked ways and bring fear and dread upon him. And that's how when we first meet a woman, we're trying to figure her out. We're trying to get her to trust us. We're trying to win her over. We're trying to say, hey, come unto me, be mine. I want you to be mine. I want you to be my possession. All right. But what do they do? Like, I don't know. You might not be, I heard it all before. I done seen men like you before, you know. So she gonna deal with you. A woman is not gonna be open to you in the beginning. That's exactly how wisdom is. So that's what we should dwell upon, because wisdom won't forsake us. All right, as long as we obtain unto her, and she won't, you know what I'm saying, she won't turn her back on us. All right. It says, and torment him with her discipline until she may trust his soul and try him by her laws. All right, so women have guidelines and stuff too that they try to stick upon men. Like, if you want to be with me, you got to do this, you got to do that. But that's how we're supposed to deal with women. I mean, wisdom. All right, we're supposed to get wisdom to trust us, because women will not open up to you if they don't trust you. All right, it says, then she will return the straight way unto him and comfort him and show him her secrets. And how do women do that, man? They'll be like, now I trust you. I feel like I can tell you anything, you know? And that's how we are able to, all right? So once wisdom trusts us, that's how we're able to understand the secrets of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai and be comforted. All right? Verse 19, it said, but if he go wrong, she will forsake him and give him over to his own ruin. All right? And that's what wisdom will do if you go wrong, if you go astray. If you obtain the wisdom and you take your mind and focus on other things and put wisdom to the side, she will lead you to your destruction. Just like these women will do, So a lot of ways these women try to play the part of wisdom, but if we obtain to that wisdom, right, the Most High will build us up, And once wisdom, what does a woman want to do with a man? She wants to make sure a man is worthy to what? Meet her father. All right, and that's why wisdom deals with us in crooked ways, because she wants to make sure we're worthy enough to meet her father. You know what I'm saying? Who breathed wisdom, who created wisdom, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. So that's why she has to deal, with us the way she deals with us at the first. But we have to show ourselves worthy. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6, verse 12. It says, wisdom is glorious and never fadeth away. She is easily seen of them that love her, and found of such as seek her. She preventeth them that desire her, and making herself first known unto them. Whoso seeketh her early shall have no great travail, for he shall find her sitting at his doors. She will always be sitting there waiting on, like a puppy dog. Like a puppy dog. You know how you leave the house and you have a puppy or a dog or something, they'll sit by the door until you return to the house. Once you prove yourself unto wisdom, that's how she'll deal with you. She'll deal with you wholeheartedly. Like, wisdom will submit herself to you once you realize that you are worthy to obtain her. All right? And that's a beautiful thing. Wisdom submitting unto you. That's you got, man, that's a beautiful thing. You got Yahweh Shai, wisdom, us, the holy angels, and she will submit unto you once you claim yourself, deem yourself to be worthy, man. All right. To think, therefore, upon her is perfection of wisdom, and whoso watcheth for her shall quickly become without care. And that's a beautiful thing, man. And that's what we seek to do, is become without care, and we can't do that without the wisdom of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. This is James chapter 1, verse 3. It says, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. All right? So when wisdom deals with us crooked ways, we got to go through these trials to make sure we're worthy, and which bring forth faith. And once that faith is presented, your faith is going to work in patience within you through trials and tribulations. All right? Verse 4, it says, but let patience have her perfect works, that ye may be perfect and entering and perfect and entire, wanting nothing. And that's what wisdom does. It makes us not want for anything. There's no want. Once we obtain that, there's no need for anything else. It says, if any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of Yahweh that giveth to all men liberally and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. So that's basically asking, can I take her hand in marriage? Can I be married up unto wisdom? Am I worthy? All right? Because women, and I'm referring to wisdom is just trying to make sure you're worthy for you to meet her father, which is Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, which ultimately becomes our father through the adoption through Yahushua's blood, man, because that wisdom was taken away from us, all right, because of our disobedience, because we weren't worthy. So through wisdom, we're able to sit down and meet the Father, man, through Yahushua, man, through wisdom and the faith of Yahushua. All right, this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, verse 22. It says, "For wisdom, which is the worker of all things, taught me, for in her is an understanding spirit." And that's our beauty that's inside that we hold back as men, you know? It says, "One only, manifold, subtile, lively, clear, undefiled, plain, not subject to hurt," man. "Loving the thing that is good, quick, which cannot be letted, ready to do good, kind to man, steadfast, sure, free from care, having all power." That's beautiful. Free from care, wanting nothing, having all power. That's where you get power from. See, Esau has power on this side through carnality. All right? And our women don't understand their beauty is just carnality right now because of the way the world is right now. But all that's going to change pretty soon. Once the men step up and once the true men of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai step up and show their beauty, how the spirit overtrumps the flesh, then they're going to fall into order, and then women are going to be able to show their natural comforting beauty. The way the Most High designed it. All right? It says, all power, overseeing all things, and going through all understanding, pure and most subtile spirits. For wisdom is more moving than any motion. She passes and goes through all things by reason of her pureness. So you have to be pure within for her even to deal with you, man. All right. It says, "For she is the breath of the power of Yahweh and a pure influence flowing from the glory of the Almighty. Therefore can no defiled thing fall onto her." So you have to cleanse yourself, man. Purge yourself of sin. All right. So that's, and Yahweh Shai he's that fountain in Zechariah 13:1 that was a cleansing of us for sins, and we ultimately cleanse our mind through the laws, statutes, commandments, and the Holy Spirit, the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right. Verse 26, it says, "For she is the brightness of the everlasting light, the unspotted mirror of the power of Yahweh, and the image of his goodness. And being but one, she can do all things, and remaining in herself, she maketh all things new." All right. "In all ages entering into holy souls." So every time we come in here, like if we're the ones that were chosen from the beginning, at some point we're gonna get this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Well, I mean, maybe not every time, but at some point before the end comes, that knowledge, wisdom, and understanding is gonna be brought back unto us of the elect. Lord willing, part of that number. All right. 27 again. It says, "And being but," no, it's 26. It says, "For she is the brightness of the everlasting life, the unspotted mirror of the power of Yahweh, and the image of his goodness." All right. "And being but one, she can do all things, and remaining in herself, she maketh all things new. And in all ages entering into holy souls, she maketh them friends of Yahweh and prophets. For Yahweh loveth not but him that dwelleth with wisdom." So when wisdom brings you to meet Yahweh by Shim Yahushai, Yahweh basically say, don't bring no fool in here. Make sure whoever you bring to meet me is worthy. So that's why we go through these trial periods and everything like that. So we'll be able to so the Lord will come sit down and sup with us. But we have to deem ourselves worthy by what? Desiring wisdom. Like it says, like newborn babes desire the sincere milk. I have a newborn right now. As soon as he wakes up, if you're not putting anything in his mouth, he's freaking out. He's desiring what? To eat the milk. And we have to have that same desire, for wisdom as a newborn babe desires milk, and because he needs that milk to grow, he needs that milk to survive, and we need that wisdom. We need the same thing, so we have to desire it like a newborn babe desires it, man. That's a beautiful thing. Okay, and I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna close it off with the when the Queen of Sheba came to see Solomon. She came all the way from Ethiopia to see Solomon because of what? Because of his wisdom, man. All right. This is 1 Kings chapter 10, verse 1. It says, and when the Queen of Sheba heard of the fame of Solomon concerning the name of the Lord, she came to prove him with hard questions. All right. So she wanted to make sure, she was like, man, can't nobody be this wise. Let me go see. All right. And she came to Jerusalem with a very great train, with camels that bear spices and very much gold and precious stones. And when she was come to Solomon, she communed with him of all that was in her heart. So she told him everything and expressed everything unto him, man. And that's the beauty that we can have as a true men of the Lord, man. That's how women are going to come to us. All right. All right. It says Solomon told her all her questions, that was not anything hid from the king, which he had told her. And when the Queen of Sheba had seen all of Solomon's wisdom and the house that he had built, all right, and we're building a spiritual house right now, man. All right, we're building that third temple through what? Through wisdom. That's how we're building it. So the true women of the Lord are going to see the true men of the Lord building this spiritual house, and that obtain the wise counsel, which is the wisdom of Yahweh Shem Yahushua and the prophets and the elders and the apostles. All right. It says, and the meat of his table, all right, scriptures, and the sitting of his servants, and the attendance of his ministers, and the apparel of his cupbearers, and his ascent by with he went up into the house of the Lord, there was no more spirit in her. I mean, he like drained her, and that's the power we have, you know, if we obtain to Yahweh Shem Yahushua wisdom. And she said to the king, it was a true report that I heard in my own land of thy acts and of thy wisdom. Howbeit I believed not the words until I came and mine eyes had to see it. See? So, but our women, which are the daughters of Zion, the true women are going to, you know, they're going to see it. The ones that are chosen to see it, that are going to make it, you know, they're going to see it. All right. It says, howbeit I believed not the words until I came and my own eyes had seen it. And behold, the half was not told me. Thy wisdom and prosperity exceeded the fame that which I heard. She was like, you're wiser than I even heard. He said, happy are thy men, happy are these thy servants, which stand continually before thee, and that hear thy wisdom. All right, this is like how the apostles, the one that stand before the apostles and elders, and to learn and to desire wisdom, man. Happy are they. All right, because the Most High is gonna lift them up, raise them up, man. It says, blessed be the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, that power which delighted in thee, to set thee on the throne of Israel, because the Lord loved Israel forever. This is coming from a heathen now. Therefore made he the king that do judgment and justice. And she gave the king, this is the funny part too. All right, she gave the king 120 talents of gold. All right, so now the elder read earlier in First Ezra chapter 4 how men go out and rob and steal just to bring it all back for the woman, but she gave him money. It says, and she gave the king 120 talents of gold, and of the spices very great store, and precious stones. There came no more such abundance of spices as these, which the Queen of Sheba gave to King Solomon. And that's a beautiful thing, because that's how our women are going to be in that day, man. All right. So she like, while these men are out here chasing this money, so they can have all this money to attract women, the true men of the Lord are going to be out here chasing this wisdom, right? And that's what's going to be attracted to the women, all right? And the women are going to know in that time when it's time for them to know. And I'm going to close it out with this. This is Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1. It says, in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread, all right? And wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach, all right? And that day shall the branch of the Lord be beautiful, and the glorious of the fruit of the earth shall be excellent and calmly for them that are escaped of Israel. All right, in order to escape, you're going to have to cleave unto the men that have a knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, which is a beautiful thing. With that being said, I'd like to say, Kal Halayim La Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Harakakwadash Ma'amah. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and salutation to the Akim that are pushing this truth and sincerity and truth. And peace and blessing to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Shalom.